What is going on, guys? Will here. Welcome to the video on the staple morning walk. I have my medium dark roast black in hand. It's a beautiful day. I can't complain, but I have been traveling a lot lately, as you guys know, and with that comes a lack of routine. And because of that, I have put on some fat, lost some muscle, and I'm looking like and feeling like, you know, a pre-cycle Michelin man. So the one thing good about fitness is that you can get it back just as fast as you lost it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So over the past 2 weeks, I have been following a new diet and training plan, and I'm gonna show you all exactly what I've been doing. My diet has changed dramatically. So I have reduced the amount of artificial sweeteners I'm eating and focusing a lot more on whole foods. You know, I'm kind of done chasing the feeling of, you know, just wanting to feel super full, and I'd rather actually feel good as well. And also with the borders opening up, I have access to some better chemicals. But, you know, I've grown up, I want to eat better, feel better, and so this is the new kind of routine I'm doing. So the first meal of the day, which is the pre-workout meal, we are gonna wake and shake with a smoothie and some eggs. What? This is a Will Tennyson video and you're drinking your calories? Yes, guys, I am. I mean, it's a rare sighting to see me drink my calories on this platform at least, but this smoothie makes me feel good, it energizes me, it keeps me full actually, and this is why I have it every single day. So what you're gonna need to do is get your Vitamix out, or a Ninja blender, I don't discriminate, put it onto your scale, and then we're gonna add some coconut water, a great source of potassium. So I cramp a lot after my workouts, and having this shake has completely eliminated all of that. So 1 cup of coconut water, 250 milliliters, 1 serving of Greek yogurt. This is the protein source of the smoothie. I'm not adding some protein powder. Now we're gonna go with 40 grams of some celery. Good. And then 75 grams of cucumber. You don't need a whole lot. I just love how this stuff makes a deep impact no matter where you use it. 1 apple, an apple a day keeps the fake natty accusations coming my way. So any apple of your choice, roughly around 80 calories. In a juice of 1 full lime, 100 grams of some spinach, fold it up, jam it right in. This is nutrient packed, guys. And then nature's gift that keeps on giving, 100 grams of frozen pineapple. And that is it. So we're gonna blend it up, and on the side make some scrambled eggs, and that is meal number 1. I forgot to say that I had a handful of ice. Kofi, this is all you, buddy. You could go to a music festival, do hard drugs all weekend, have this once, and it'll be like the weekend never happened. It is so nutrient rich, it just completely sorts you out. And the reason why it's regular in my diet is because it keeps you regular. It's pretty much natural Drain X, so. It tastes like Eve's side of the garden. So I have enough for another full glass of this. The full entire smoothie recipe is 320 calories. Have 4 whole eggs with some kimchi on the top, so it's good for the gut, good gut health, probiotics, all that good stuff. So obviously, if you want, you can do egg whites. I used to do that. However, I very much so prefer whole eggs. I feel better when I eat them. I like the taste, but if you want to keep the calories down, of course, do egg whites is definitely the smarter way to go. I just like them, and I feel really good on whole eggs. So this is meal number 1 and the pre-workout meal. All right, guys, so we're at the gym right now, and a lot of people treat taking a few steps back as failure, but you should treat it like a challenge. Try to get back on track as soon as possible. It takes sunshine and rain for a flower to grow, so we're about to put the work in. So I am doing a 5-day split. It's gonna be all laid out in the description for you guys to check it out, and I've been really enjoying it. I have put in a lot more machines and Smith machines because I trust my progression on those a lot. I know when I get stronger or add a rep in, it's with the same form as I did the previous week, whereas if I use like other compound movements like a barbell row, I might use too much momentum and just force progressive overload even when it's not actually there. So that's why I'm doing that. So we're about to hop into a chest, back, and biceps workout, so let's kill it. First exercise we are doing is the flat dumbbell press, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and then we're gonna go to back and alternate chest, back, and then finish off with biceps. So I have eliminated all barbell pressing from my routine. I just stick to machines, the Smith machine or dumbbells for my chest. I get the contraction better. I usually feel with the incline barbell or flat bench, I'm only focusing on getting the weight up versus actually contracting my chest. So this is why I've solely switched over to the dumbbells, and I'm loving it. So 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Okay, so first thing for the back we're doing is the lat pull down, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, and then I'm gonna add in a double drop at the end. So on my other back day, I will do chin-ups, 4 sets in the 6 to 8 rep range. That's my lower rep. Lat exercise is the higher rep one. Just getting a bunch of volume in, and then moving on to the chest again. So one little mental cue I like to have when I do these is to try to pull your elbows into your pockets. And then when you do that, you feel a really crazy contraction in your lats. Drop set. Feels good. Okay, so the next thing we're doing for the chest is an incline machine press. So this machine is sick because usually a lot of machines, they keep you in the same range of motion, but this one actually allows you to come in this way and contract the chest. So we're going higher rep for this one because we just did 10 to 12, now we're going 12 to 15. Probably again, just like the lat pull down, finish off with a double drop set. I'm coming in. In terms of rest times, I usually go 90 seconds to 2 minutes, but honestly, feel free to go whenever you feel like you can go again. So if you can't use the same weight as you did on the first set, you didn't rest long enough. So make sure to prioritize your rest. Don't follow a clock. Go when you feel like you can. Okay, so last thing before we head on to the biceps, which is gonna be the cable row. So one thing I always do when I do my rows is I pull intentionally high. So what I do is I'm pulling pretty much right to my sternum to build the upper back, and I use the lat pull downs to work on my lower back for my lat thickness. Back fried, man. Finishing off the workout with some biceps. We're gonna be doing some cable curls, 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. So when it comes to arms, I train every single set to pretty much failure. I don't do a lot of volume, but I do a crazy amount of intensity with my biceps and my triceps. So we're gonna do this, and then we have one more exercise, and then that's it for the day. One more exercise to go. Last exercise of the day, we're gonna be doing the dumbbell spider curl. Don't need a whole lot of weight here. This is all about just the contraction. It's a very hard movement. So 3 sets, total 15 reps, and that is gonna be the workout. Okay, so that is gonna wrap up the workout. Not a lot of volume, but a lot of intensity. You gotta choose one or the other, honestly. So I'm enjoying it. In and out of the gym in like 45 minutes, so time to get on with the day and go get some groceries. I was so hungry, I could not wait. So meal number 2 is some salmon with some white rice. I'm eating white rice with some spinach and green beans, 445 calories and 35 grams of protein. But before I finish that, I wanted to show you guys my grocery haul. So this is like my staples now. So I've actually tried to start eating more variety of protein throughout the day. I usually just stuck to like 1 or 2 types, but now I'm like really constantly changing it as much as I can. I just feel like it can't be bad, right? So I have some chicken breast, the flightless bird that builds your wings. I have been on a massive tofu kick. So per package, I eat the whole entire thing in one go. It's actually less calories than esterline ground turkey. So it's 450 calories for a whole entire block. And just like whatever you fill me with, I always find the firmer the better. Of course, Greek yogurt, esterline ground beef. I love my whole eggs, so that's it for my protein sources. For my veggies, I mix it up week to week. Love kale, spinach, mushrooms. One of my main carb sources lately have been potatoes, bell pepper for like stir fry, carrots. I've been loving watermelon at nighttime. Just like me, it's much better with a little bit of vodka or tequila though. And then for the fun stuff, I have, of course, my rice cakes. I have always like a dessert option to top with Greek yogurt, or kind of more of a savory option to put some like laughing cows, spread it on top with some like cold cuts or something. It's a great snack, low calorie. For movies, you know, Smart Pop, can't go wrong with that. And last but not least, have a couple squares of dark chocolate. Great for fondue night with the book club boys. This week's book is Twilight, actually. So this is my go-to staples, like 95% of my diet. So I'm gonna put this away, enjoy meal number 2, and I'll see you at meal number 3. So Kofi and I have just been planning videos for the next month, and it's time for meal number 3. Kofi can't eat because he's trying to lose 30 pounds still. How much are you down?
Like 10, 11?
10, 11 pounds.
Third of the way there.
Damn. We're gonna make a video, so don't you worry. So my next meal is gonna be something that Katie actually showed me, and that is some overnight oats. So I've been obsessed with it, so I made it last night. It takes 30 seconds and it's ready to go the next morning, so maybe I should call my bedroom the mason jar. I don't know. But in here, there is 1 cup of cashew milk, 1 scoop of protein of your choice, 1 cup of oatmeal raw, a little bit of fruit, so I use some blueberries, and then 1 serving, 175 grams of some coconut yogurt. You mix it all up, put it into the fridge, and it's ready to go the next day. It is super thick and delicious. So in this entire jar, there is 640 calories, and I have around half, so around 320, 340 calories. And that is meal number 3, and it is super filling and delicious. It's pretty much dessert. Look at that. So when you make it, it looks a bit watery, but then it all comes together. The oats kind of receive the fluid. It is so good. You could add some sweetener. I'm trying to cut back on my artificial sweetener, so didn't add that, but if you did add some stevia, it would be super, super good. Something that Katie and I have been doing every single day before dinner is coming down to the condo gym and running until we burn 300 calories each. So the reason why we are tracking calories versus just time is because sometimes you come down, you don't feel great, you just kind of want to walk it out. And you won't burn as many calories. So this just keeps things consistent across the board day to day. So we've been doing this for a little bit over a week now, and this has been like my favorite part of every day. What about you?
Yeah, it's been good.
You been liking it?
Enjoy it.
Yeah, so we've been kind of shredding it up a bit. You've lost a little bit of weight. I feel like I'm leaning down a bit, and I just get that runner's high when I hit 220 calories.
220?
Yeah, that's a Boston cream at Tim's.
You're so cute.
I look pretty cute, eh? The headband. For the cardio, we both actually remove our Apple Watches from our wrists. What? Because this is in addition to our 10,000 steps that we already do. So if you're trying to cut down and you want to add in some cardio, this has to be on top of what you already do. So if I was going to just keep my Apple Watch on and get the steps from my cardio, but then just put that towards my 10,000 steps, I'm not actually burning anymore. So just always make sure whatever you do is in addition to what you already do so that you just burn more calories. I tell you, nothing on this earth feels better than getting off the treadmill after a long thing of cardio. Nothing. But honestly, if you want to keep your Apple Watch on, by all means do that. What you have to do is just subtract the steps that you have after the run to the steps you had before the run. I just like to take it off. I feel a little bit naughty. I feel bare. I kind of like that feeling. I just feel like I'm being a little bit sneaky and sly. So if you want to keep your watch on, by all means do that. So now we're gonna head upstairs and make some dinner. Showered up, smelling fantastic, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best tofu dish on this planet. It is amazing. I've had it every single night for the past week. So in the pan right now, we have 350 grams of russet potato, 75 grams of bell pepper, and 2 garlic cloves. They have been sauteing away. So this morning, I took out a whole entire block of tofu, and just like regular meat, you gotta drain the tofu of all its fluid to get the most rewarding flavor. So got it here, it is completely drained. And now we are gonna add it to the pan here. So we're gonna make it scramble looking. So you're gonna take the block, and just you're gonna break it up. You see it looks like scrambled eggs. This is the game you play as a vegan. You gotta imitate a bunch of things. It's a lot of volume of food too. So we're gonna mix this up, and we're gonna let it kind of saute and get a little bit crispy for around 5 minutes, and then we're gonna add some kale and season it up. So we have mixed in 100 grams of kale, and now it's time to season it up, which is the most important part. So we're gonna go in with a good amount, a generous amount of some soy sauce. So you don't need to add any salt because this has a lot of salt in it already, so a good amount of that. That's gonna add a majority of the flavor. And then we're gonna add some more garlic, some garlic powder. Never know when the vampires are gonna attack. So a good amount of that. And then we're gonna go with some cumin, my favorite spice on the planet. A good amount. I don't usually like weigh it out. I kind of just eyeball it. Good. Some turmeric. Gives you kind of that like egg look and color, and just a lot of good flavor as well. And then last but not least, we're adding some nutritional yeast, which is a very trendy cheese substitute and my preferred infectious yeast. So we're gonna go in with like, you know, so per quarter cup's only 60 calories, probably do a quarter of a cup. There we go, and that adds such a nice richness and cheesiness. And we're gonna stir that together, and that's it. So we're gonna let this kind of sit for a bit, kind of get the flavors melding together for around another 5 minutes. And dinner is served. That was literally start to finish. Once you take the tofu out in the morning in like 5 minutes. So super simple meal. If you're vegan or not, super, super tasty. I'm gonna top this off with some mashed avocado. Just like Johnny Sins, vegan food takes a little bit of time to get there, but once it's there, man oh man, is it memorable. So this is my big meal of the day, 925 calories. So this is already a big bowl, have plenty more on the pan, and I actually just added 150 grams of mashed avocado on top for a nice creamy component, and it is super delicious. Do not skip on vegan food. It's actually amazing. I never thought I'd like tofu as much as I do. So me and Katie are actually gonna go watch Ozark. We started the first season yesterday. Loving it. Just watched only one episode so far. So we're gonna enjoy that, and I have one more meal, and I'll see you guys then. Wrapping up the night with the final kind of meal slash snack, which is 200 grams of watermelon and 2 squares of some dark chocolate. Right around 200 calories, putting my total calories for the day at 2,520 calories. Never get me to pick watermelon for you. Like, look at that horrific color. No flavor at all, but it is what it is. So, wanted to wrap up the video with a little bit of a talk, because at the beginning of the video, I said that I pretty much look like shit, and I don't want people to take that the wrong way. All this stuff is relative. Some people might look at me and go like, this dude looks like actual shit, or some people might look at me and say, this guy actually looks really good. And you know, this kind of stuff is what creates body dysmorphia, especially in the fitness community. People think really badly of themselves. I've been getting a lot of messages on Instagram from younger kids saying that they had body dysmorphia. How did I deal with it? And you know, a lot of people say to other people who have body dysmorphia is that you don't see what others see. And you know what? That doesn't matter. What you see of yourself is the most important thing. That is everything. What I will say to you though is that there is nothing wrong with your body. There is something wrong with the way that you see it and the way that you see yourself. In terms of how to deal with it, there is no amount of self-improvement that you can do that will override any sort of self-acceptance. Trust me, I have been there. I thought the better I looked, the happier I'd be. And that's not the case. What you have to realize is that beauty is more than skin deep. You have to find and embrace what makes you unique. You have to let go of things that you can't change. You have to think positively and, you know, be kind to yourself. And once you realize that you're not perfect, because nobody is perfect, that is when you develop self-confidence, and that is when you become the best version of yourself. So everybody can achieve self-acceptance, not everybody will. I was there, I'm here, I just own my story. So own your story. And yeah, so I am gonna wrap up the video here. Hopefully you guys found some of those recipes useful. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.